Sure, how you doing? And welcome to Talk in the Corner with Keith Eastwood.
A showdown in a broken town. Hard to tell who are the good or the bad. It seems as though we all wear many hats, crossing many lines while crossing many paths. First to fire usually has the last laugh. Somewhere west of the latest confrontation, engaged in constant battle of selfish preservation, disregarding the rules of a god I haven't met. Showdown in the shitstorm. The dust hasn't settled yet. There's silver in the hills, a broken town, they say. Gold in the teeth of the bodies in the streets where they lay. Easy riches for fools searching a quick ticket to the grave. It's worth nothing to me. I was flat busted before I even thought to come this way. A showdown in a broken town. A showdown in a broken town. A showdown in a broken town. Blood pours more than rain. The sky is wide and clear. Anything I have and you don't, and vice versa is the currency here. We're either in town to collect or pay a debt. One could very well be his own nemesis. The dust hasn't settled yet. Broken town. A showdown in a broken town. Broken town. A showdown in a broken town. A showdown in a broken town. Broken town. A showdown in a broken town. Broken town. A showdown in a broken town. A showdown in a broken town. Strangers aren't welcome around here. I acknowledge with a grin as I finish off my beer. Sidearm run to the table, set the draw in the first to get too near. Nothing about me is normal, I say. A strange one, to be clear. I'd be obliged to introduce myself. I'm your newest fear. Broken town. Another showdown in a broken town. Holding my ground as my adversaries surround. Mentally choosing the first who will take lead and go down. I brought enough for everyone. It's useless to hide amongst the crowd. You deserve whatever I decide you're gonna get. Prepare to throw down the dirty. The dust hasn't settled yet. Broken town. The showdown in a broken town. Broken town. Broken town. Revenge is what I'm seeking, and I aim without regret. Stand before me as akin to facing your own death. I've got nothing but time to kill. The dust hasn't settled yet. Broken town. A showdown in a broken town. A showdown in a broken town. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Showdown in a Broken Town. What a name. Do you know what? The name is almost as good as the song. Absolutely brilliant song. Had a bit of a Clint Eastwood vibe in there as well. You know me for the old Clint Eastwood. I like the old Clint Eastwood. Well, he is my father, of course, you know. Hasn't paid a bit of maintenance to me ma at all, he hasn't. But yeah, that was Glitch and John Ballistic with an absolutely amazing collaboration. That's like the UK and the US meeting in the middle, and it was brilliant. Glitch is Darkest Nut. Haven't heard from him in a while. Give me a shout if you're on and you're listening to this, please, because I haven't taught you in ages. And then John Ballistic, great musician, great lyricist. His lyrics are absolutely out of this world. Yeah, so this is Talk in the Corner of Keith Eastwood, as always in association with our Facebook group, which is Original Music Makers and Listeners Corner. and run by the amazing Laura Guerrera. She does so much work on that page. It's unbelievable, and do you know what? I'm just so delighted to be a part of it. That's that's all I can say, you know. I'm gonna go on to John Ballistic one more time because John done a great interview there. It was on Talking the Corner, and he was interviewed by Damien Delafour. Damien, tell me if I'm saying your name right, because I'm just a little Irish fella here, you know, not Welsh. I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce a lot of names. Can't pronounce all those American names or the German names. I'm brutal, you know. But Damien Delafour interviewed John Ballistic. See, got that wrong as well. Interviewed John Ballistic and John Party. Yeah, got that. But interviewed him, and it was absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed all of it. You know, every part of the interview. Just now, Darren, you caught him out now with a couple of questions there. It was a bit suspect now, Darren. You got a bit hard now, John, there now for a while. But you know what? I actually loved it because I thought you brought out the best in John, and he answered back, and the two of you just played off each other so well. It was a great interview. Really enjoyed it. Anyway, we're gonna kick on now with the music, because I have a track here now from Hostile, and it's called We Own the Water. We Own the Water. And then I'm gonna follow that up with a track from Jim Hibbert, and he does all the music on it. And then we have vocals on the track by Chris Lane, and it's called Payment Comes Due. I've heard the track, great track, Jim and Chris, brilliant collaboration again. But before that, we have Hostile with We Own the Water.
This is the SS New World Order. my time roaming the earth, trying to find out what I'm worth. Been knocked around enough to know it's hard to tell a friend from a foe. Robbed a store when I was a kid, sent away for what I did. I did my time and I got out, angry young man filled with doubt. You can't get work when you've been in jail. The deck is stacked, you're destined to fail. So I hit the road, going town to town. Soon found out down is down. When I met a girl in Puget Sound, I thought true love had finally found. Soon enough I messed that up too. And that's what happens when the payment comes due. Not long after I lost my soul, no one to blame, I dug that hole. You, my eye hit the end of the line. I should have stopped but didn't see the sign. Gonna rob that store and get away clean. I don't know when I got this mean. Got my gun, gonna start a new life and living on the edge of a knife. I didn't know when I opened that door that I'd be the one lying on the floor. My luck ran out, he had a gun too, and that's what happens when the payment comes due. Shed a tear for a boy who went wrong. That's the end of me, the end of my song. But remember, this could happen to you, 'cause that's what happens when the payment comes due.
Yeah, that was Jim Herbert with his song Payment Comes Due, and that was collaborated there with Chris Lane. Really enjoyed that, brilliant. Go on there onto YouTube, find Jim Herbert. Actually, it's James Herbert if you want checking him out on YouTube. You might actually hear myself there with himself. You know, me and Jim have done a few collaborations, and he is an absolute gent to work with. You know, absolutely love him. And before that we had Hostile with We Own the Water. Real heavy stuff, really enjoyed that. Brilliant song. Lyrics, everything about it was just on point. I'd never used that word before. See, Hostile, you're bringing out the worst of me now, saying on point. But no, really enjoyed everything about that song. Brilliant. We're going to kick on. Let's kick on with the music. Here's a song that I heard on the page. Now, I just caught this out of the blue, and it hit me out of the blue. It's from J Acoustic, and it's a song called You Should Take It Slow. And when I heard it, I was like, I'll be honest with you, I was in a bad mood. I was in a really bad mood, and I was on listening to music, and I heard this song. And Jay, do you know what, Jay, if you're listening in now, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm very angry with you. Don't be putting me in good moods ever again, because this song absolutely took me from a bad mood and stuck me in a good mood. It's a brilliant song. So here's J Acoustics with his song You Should Take It Slow.
Hey, you over there sitting in your pretty little pity party, knick-knack and soggy, give back underdog in all of your problems. Hit back, get lost and get back to margin. Half of your party's already started. You just don't see it, cause you don't believe it. But you already know this, so I'ma let you go. I just thought I'd show you before I let you go. Everything I've told you, you probably heard before. But if you hit the road soon, you should take it slow. You should take it slow. So now you're back, I guess that was that. I gave you the facts, what happened to that? But I can tell you everything won't break you down. But the laughter you have to capture, you just don't see that, cause you don't believe it. But you already know this, so I'ma let you go. I just thought I'd show you before I let you go. Everything I've told you, you probably heard before. But if you hit the road soon, you should take it slow. You should take it slow. Check this out. On the road to gold, it flows and flows. But those who know the code that shows the road. But know the ropes to throw your hope. So hold it close and keep on believing until you can see it. But you already know this, so I'ma let you go. I just thought I'd show you before I let you go. Everything I've told you, you probably heard before. So if you hit the road soon, you should take it slow. You should take it slow. Yeah. You should take it slow. You should take it slow.
Tell me that song didn't make you feel good, because every time I heard it, it made me feel good. It's an absolutely brilliant track there by J Acoustics, and it's called You Should Take It Slow. Brilliant song. He done that, it was a video that he done, just him playing guitar in front of a video. I'm sure it's going to be recorded in the future because it's an absolutely brilliant track. I'm going to get into this. Kevin Milner got in touch with me. He's looking for a female vocalist to do a version. Now, an Irish female vocalist, somebody that has that sort of accent, to put to his track that he has called Ireland. It's a song that I love it. I love the song, and I'd love to hear that. What the vision that Kevin has to go with this. I'd actually love to try my hand at it myself, like properly, not like just phone recording and throwing it up online and stuff like that. I'd love to actually sit down and do the track myself. So Kevin, if you're listening, I'd actually love to do that. But I'm gonna play Kevin's version, because Kevin's version is not his version. It's his song. This is Kevin's song. It's his own recording of it back before. I think anybody that listens to the podcast or is on the group knows the story behind Kevin. I've interviewed Kevin. He's been very open about what he went through, and he's an absolute. Do you know what? He's a genius. He's a genius songwriter. I'm gonna play the track now. It's called Ireland, and this is Kevin Milner with Ireland.
Pretty girl of 17, she went to see him play. He had a sly smile and curly hair. She knew right away. She talked to him late that night after the last song by his band. She said, I hear the mountains when you sing. I hear Ireland. went to all the late night bars to support her man. Most of them too drunk to care. She couldn't understand, and his failures always seemed to find a way to bring him down. He said, my dear, my only chance is to get out of this town. And she knew there'd be no diamond ring for her left hand. She said, I hear the mountains when you sing. I hear Ireland. She followed him to Nashville and on to LA. They didn't seem to listen there. He couldn't find his way, and she knew that all the work he'd done had been done in vain. The music that brought her such joy only caused him pain. And she knew there'd be no diamond ring for her left hand. She said, I hear the mountains when you sing. I hear Ireland. So he took to the bottle, or the bottle took to him. He'd smiled her with drunken eyes. She watched his last hopes dim, and as the years went by, she'd hear him cry in his private hell. Couldn't they just listen to the songs he played so well? And she knew there'd be no diamond ring for her left hand. She said, I hear the mountains when you sing. Hear Ireland. She watched him go from bad to worse. She knew his time had come. A single tear rolled down her cheek as he played her one last song. And that night he died, she closed his eyes and she grabbed his hand. She said, I hear the mountains when you sing. I hear Ireland. Yes, I hear the mountains when you sing. I hear Ireland.
That was Kevin Milner there with Ireland. Absolutely brilliant song, amazing. Everything about that song is amazing. I wouldn't actually change a thing. But Kevin, if you're looking for somebody to sing it, please give me a shout. Give me a shout. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it properly. I want to do it the way you want it to be done. I'll do it because I sing that song a lot in my home, and I just love singing it. It's an amazing song. This is Taught in the Corner with Keith Eastwood, as always in association with our Facebook group, Original Music Makers and Listeners Corner. And while we're on this, let's get on to the next song, because this song was shared in the group. I think it was only released, it was premiered on YouTube a couple of days ago. It's Roy Edwards, and that's Roy as in R-Y. Roy Edwards and his song Sunrise. Really enjoyed this track. Oh, check it out. Yeah, what are you listening to me for? Just listen to the song.
Comes all the darkness fades. I can feel myself grow old as the city turns to gold in the sunrise. Feels like the first day of my life. It doesn't matter what went wrong yesterday, just that you made it through the night. I fell in love once, then she went away. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't right, at least for that time. Oh. God made the world in 7 days. For on the seventh day, he made peace. He did his best, then took a rest. Oh, so darling, why don't we? Why don't we? For an hour, we'll let the whole world pass away. For an hour, we'll just hear what we have to say. I can feel myself grow old when I have you to hold in this sunrise. It feels like the first day of my life. In an hour, the whole world turns from night back into day. Just an hour, the light comes and all the darkness will fade. I can feel myself grow old as the sea turns to gold in the sunrise. Feels like the first day of my life. It doesn't matter what went wrong yesterday, just that you made it through the fight. I crashed a car that left a scar across my face, but today I'm choosing not to see it as a blight. Feels like the first day of my life. Feels like the first day of my life. Feels like the first day of my life. Feels like the first day of my life.
Yeah, that was Roy Edwards there with Sunrise. And when I heard that song, I watched the music video, and it made me want to do what Roy Edwards is doing in the music video. And he's dancing. And Roy, I don't mean to be bad, you're a terrible dancer. And probably like myself, I'm an absolutely terrible dancer too. But I can understand why you made that music video, because that song makes you want to dance, even if you're terrible. You know, I tell you what, you're a terrible dancer, but you're an absolutely amazing songwriter. Keep it up, and keep those songs coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 songs in a row, and then I'm gonna finish up my track of the show. The first song is from the 251s, and it's a song called "Slave to the Moon." And this is, my God, what a voice. I heard it, and yeah, listen, I'm giving it away. Stop giving it away, Keith. But anyway, yeah, the 251s, and it's a song called "Slave to the Moon." And I'm going to follow up with a track from, he goes by Chasin', and this is with Adam Rodgers. And it's a collaboration between Chasin', Adam Rodgers, and it's "Remote Love." And he also gives a good shout out now to Peter Delanio. I think I tried to get this name right there before in the show. But anyway, I know Peter Delanio and Adam Rodgers combined together as well. But this is Chasin'. You hear me? This is Chasin', Adam Rodgers with "Remote Love." But before that, I have the 251s with "Slave to the Moon."
Short is the day, dark is the night, long is the evening without you by my side. I hear that howl from over the hill. My heart is breaking, but I love you still. We had it all. It all went too soon. Lost to me now, slave to the moon. I hear you call deep in my dreams. Whispers at midnight in the darkness, it seems. I hear that howl from over the hill. My heart is breaking, but I love you still. We had it all went too soon. Lost to me now, slave to the moon. You're by my side most of the time, but when you change, you're no longer mine. I hear that howl from over the hill. My heart is broken, but I love you still. We had it all went too soon. Lost to me now, slave to the moon. We had it all went too soon. Lost to me now, slave to the moon. Short is the day, dark is the night, long is the evening, gone is the light, gone is the light, gone is the light, gone is the light.
ticket home. Holding him tight, remote love won't fly again. Holding him tight, all my efforts were in vain. Remote love won't hold me tight. Remote love won't hold me tight tonight.
Yeah, that was Jason and Adam Rodgers with their song Remote Love. Absolutely brilliant. Blown away. It reminded me of Death Cab. I had to get into the story. It reminded me of Death Cab for Cutie, and I remember not growing up, but like in the years I used to have a fringe. Now it's not there anymore. I don't know, it just disappeared one day. But I used to have this big fringe that hung over my eyes, and I used to listen to loads of Death Cab for Cutie, and I thought it was cool that none of my friends knew who Death Cab for Cutie were, and I go around with my fringe saying I'm a Death Cab for Cutie fan, and just remind me of that. Do you know what? Actually, listening to that song, I think I grew about 2 or 3 inches on my fringe. So I'm going to be listening to a lot more just to try. Listen, if I have a fringe out my eyes now in the next few weeks, you know what's from. Nah, believe it. Listen, that was an amazing song. Great collaboration there by Chase and Adam Rodgers. And obviously they gave a good shout out there to Peter Delanio. I'm probably saying his name wrong. I don't care. Keith, what are you talking about? What's me, Keith? Shut up, Keith. Don't start me, Keith. Sorry, I'm talking to myself again. And before that, shut up, Keith. You're an asshole. There's 2 of us here. Keith, you tell them who was on before that. Okay, yeah, it was the 251s. And it was Slave to the Moon, and that was the song that we had, and it was brilliant. The vocals, what do you think of the vocals, Keith? Oh, believe it or not, I think the vocals were amazing. But what do you think of the vibe of the song? I have to tell you this, the vibe of the song was unbelievable. That jazz vibe, the vocals on top of it just set so right. It was amazing. Do you know what? We're getting to the end of the show. Keith, you want to take it out? Oh, go on, sure, I'll take it out now. Sure, I'm losing it here. So this has been Taught in the Corner with Keith Eastwood, as always in association with what, Keith? What? With our Facebook group, Original Music Makers and Listeners Corner. So we're going to finish up with one more song, are we? Yes, of course we're going to finish up with one more song. And it's going to be from downtown Detroit, Dublin, if you want to find them on YouTube. And the same as if you want to find any of the musicians on YouTube, you will find them. All the songs played in the show are on YouTube. Go and find them now. But my track of the show is from downtown Detroit, and it is a song called Rainy Night in Dublin. And he only released it there last week, and it's an absolute belter. So listen, I enjoy doing these shows, and I will be enjoying doing them for the future to come. Thank you so much to TJ, to Laura, to everybody that's associated with the group. That's what it's all about. Music is to be shared. Good and more good from me, and enjoy the music.
Another rainy night in Dublin town. Another godforsaken night. We dodged a cloudburst walking through the city. the groove